Okay, YouTube, what's going on? I'm back with another video. This video, I just want to talk about my book. I just uploaded a video just a few minutes ago doing a poem from my book called A New Beginning. And I made this book back in 2014. I started writing this book back in 2011 when I first gave my life to the Lord. And what inspired me to write poetry, what kind of sparked this interest for the book was this fact that, I had a love for God. I was so passionate about God at that time. I'm still am to this day. But when I was like, 14, like, oh my God, like, it was like I was never passionate about anything else in my life prior to coming to God. It was such a big deal to me at the time, and because, so long, I was, being a Christian was, it was just, I was taught that being a Christian just meant, oh, it was just about, religion, going to church, whatnot, going to Sunday school, singing a choir, and all that other stuff. So, but actually having a relationship with God, like, it changed my life. It really did. And, this book was a product of, just a passion and and just the curiosity I had about God at the time. And this book, it's really touched a lot of people's hearts. My mom was crying when she first found out I made this book. I remember I told her I started writing poetry. She was okay with it, but she didn't really think I was gonna be this serious about it. Because when I started writing poetry a couple months before I got saved. At the time it was just about myself. But but when I got saved, and back in March 2011, that's when I really got into poetry. I got started writing poetry in 2010, not back in October. But it was, March 2011 when I was like, let me, that's when I really just went all out. That's when I like really went all out. And it was a journey. Like, I wasn't perfect by any means. Some poems, actually talk about that. I wrote a poem called Struggle, which talked about, my, you know, struggles, early on in my walk. But I just want, do this video. Just, the reason why I haven't done any poems from this book, my older poems, is because, I feel like these poems, while they're good, they're great if you're like, they're great for my Christian audience, but like I want to reach a broad audience. Like, I feel like these poems are great for like the church and like for youth events, youth conferences and stuff like that. But like, what the poems I write now, the poems I write now, like your spoken word piece and like, poems like that, those poems can, can be suitable for like open mics, like places like New York or a poetry lounge, places like, those spots, where a person who doesn't know God, who doesn't know Jesus can relate to. They may not agree with everything I have to say necessarily, but they could be like, man, I feel that, brother. Hold up, I forgot to yeah, I forgot to turn the camera around. But they be like, man, I feel that, brother. What you saying? Because I'm trying to reach a broader audience. I'm trying to be like Lecrae with Christian rap. I'm trying to do with my poetry, where I'm still talking about Jesus. I'm still talking about God. I'm still talking about faith, but I'm using it from a more human perspective. I'm doing a more human perspective. I'm letting people know that I have flaws. I tell people, some of the struggles I had, in high school, college, and whatnot. The fact that, I can be prideful, the fact that I can be stubborn, the fact that I can be, um, naive sometimes, like those type of things, like that people can relate to. So I don't study as hard as I should. Like, I write poems about everyday struggles and use it from a Christian perspective. Like, that's the type of poetry I write nowadays. So some of my poems are not necessarily talking about God, but it's, personal, it's relatable, it's something that either it's about my life or it's something that I see on a regular basis that I feel like I need to talk about. So that's why I my poetry is different than what it was 5, 6 years ago. Because these poems right here are from 2011, 2012. So these are poems that I've written when I was in ninth and 10th grade. When I was freshman or sophomore in high school. Now, I'm almost finished with college. So I'm like in my fourth year in college. So my life has changed drastically since then. It has changed drastically. So that's why my poetry is a lot different than it is back then. I still love my poems from back then, but I know there's a time. I know there's a special place for these poems. Whereas poems are right now is more. It's more or less could be for the church, but also the world could hear and they like, man, what he's saying is dope. So that's where I am right now as far as poetry goes. But if you want to purchase this book again, go on my website www.thepentalk.com. I'll leave the link down in the description below. And to purchase my book is a little like I don't have an e-commerce yet because I'm trying to make some money. But basically, what you gotta do is email me. All the information is on my website, by the way. So if you have a desktop with you could definitely purchase my book. But if you're on your mobile phone, then here's how you can purchase my book. Cause my website, I have a Wix site, so it only allows me to only do so much on mobile, whereas my desktop mobile is like vastly superior. So anywho, to purchase this book, email me, let me know your name, your address. Email me at queenskidmarriott@gmail.com. You can email me. Then, so again, first email me at queenskidmarriott@gmail.com. Then, tell me your name and your address. Tell me who you are and where you live at. And this book is $10. So, you can send the money to my PayPal account, but since that, most of you guys are, well, most of you guys who are subscribed to me right now are people who I know on a personal basis. You just gave me the money. So you can either hand me the money or send it to my PayPal account. But either way, any way is acceptable, and it could really help me. So I still got plenty of books left to sell. The book is pretty small right now. And when I say small, it's not as, thick as I, planned it, hope to be. So I want to I had to make, my publisher company saying I need like $900 for this book to be like fully published to where I could put it on stores. I could put it like at Barnes and Noble or a Christian bookstore or what have you. Hold on for a second. And whatnot. So I need all support I could get, and plus I'm trying to, build my website, build my YouTube channel, and get more spoken word opportunities.